Sixer Nation, tomorrow finally marks the day. Ben Simmons makes his return to the Wells Fargo Center, but unfortunately, it is not going to be all it's cut out to be. Let's talk about it.
Perfect.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome into Philly Take with RB. You know what to do. Hit that like button, subscribe to the show right now, and hit the bell so you don't miss any of the upcoming content. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at Philly Take with RB, and follow me on Twitter at RB Philly Take so you don't miss any content on any platform. Today we are back, and yes, tomorrow is one of those games, right? One of those days where you circle it for a long time on your calendar. Everybody's hyped and pumped up to see Ben Simmons and the Nets come back into town to play the Sixers. But unfortunately, this morning we get yet another bad blow, another terrible piece of injury news. We will take a dive into that. We'll preview this game coming up tomorrow and talk about Simmons and his return to Philadelphia. But before we get into all that, shout out to the sponsor of today's show, Manscaped, leading provider of below-the-waist men's grooming products. We are back, and it is holiday season, and Manscaped has you covered. They know Thanksgiving's coming up this week. Everybody's thankful, right? Everybody loves their turkey, their stuffing, all their sides, but you are about to look like the dessert because Manscaped has the Performance Package 4.0. You have the Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer. You have the Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer. You have the ball deodorant, the ball toner, all these great products that are going right now and are in that Performance Package 4.0. It's taken the game to another level, really changing the industry. Manscaped also has a ton of great showering products going right now. You can check out their refined body wash and their brand new signature body buffer scrubber. All these great products and more. Look, gentlemen, we know it's winter time. It's getting cold. A lot of indoors things going on right now, and it is important more than ever to stay updated on your grooming habits. My personal favorite is the Lawnmower 4.0. It's my favorite trimmer that I've ever used. It has a cutting-edge ceramic blade. It has advanced skin-safe technology, and it even has a flashlight on here to help you avoid nicking the jewels, especially in those dark rooms. So, hey, everybody go check out Manscaped. They have some of the best products out there. Trust me, fellas, your lady will thank you, and your balls will thank you. Click that link down below in the description and use promo code PhillyTake to get 20% off and free shipping this holiday season. All right, Sixers and Nets. We got to start off with the bad news of the day. Unfortunately, I feel like I've been making so many of these videos in the last week, and here's another one. Shams Charania putting out this morning. Sixers star Joel Embiid has a left mid-foot sprain and will miss the upcoming back-to-back games against the Nets and Hornets and will be reevaluated in the coming days. Come on, man. Come on. Here's the play again where Embiid got injured. He literally gets rolled up on by Niang. This was on Saturday against the Wolves. I thought it was going to be even worse. I mean, like I compared it to in the post-game vid, it almost feels like he avoided a season-ending injury, kind of how he did against the Wizards a couple years ago. This did not look good. I don't even know how he got up, and the fact he muscled through and played through it and went and dove on the floor and hit a big shot, I mean, that was inspirational. But I figured it would be very sore the next day. So it sucks to see Joel Embiid go. Now with that injury, the Sixers will be down Tyrese Maxey, who is out 3 to 4 weeks. Will be out James Harden, who is out for a while still, couple weeks at least. And we will be out Joel Embiid and maybe even Tobias Harris, depending on whether he plays or not. PJ Tucker's dealing with a little bit. He'll be our only starter in this game, possibly if Tobias is out. Melton was dealing with back stiffness. Furkan has been out. Thibault was dealing with something with the hip or back. Every player on this team is injured. What did we do to deserve this? This is nuts. This is nuts. And I don't know. I feel like the Sixers have had a stretch over the last couple years, each year where literally everybody's out. Now, obviously, a lot of the guys were sick last year or the year before. But, hey, maybe we're getting this out of the way early. All I know is that this team needs to get the chemistry together. They need to rile up the troops and find time this season where they can all play as a unit, as a core, and kind of find that identity and build that chemistry. To me, that is what the regular season is for, and they really have just not had that at this point, which is very disappointing. Couple quick updates on James Harden, Tyrese Maxey. We got a video from practice today. There's James Harden running the treadmill. He's at least looking a little bit better. He's been out there taking some shots, which is nice to see. And Tyrese Maxey, who's never really dealt with an injury like this in his career, he says, I feel good. And Paul Hudrick says he's still himself. He's grateful to be alive and that his family is in town for Thanksgiving. So Tyrese will never lose the personality, man. It's good to see him in good spirits. We know Joel was definitely affected by him, as he said in that post game the other night. And it's tough to see. But again, hopefully we can get this out of the way and get it all, structured and down packed come playoff time, because that is the most important. I even said on my last video, I'm at the point where we might even, consider load managing at this point. I mean, this is tough. This is tough. The whole team's going to be out. I was circling this game for so long. I'm so excited. By the way, I will be in attendance tomorrow night, Sixers and Nets. At this point, honestly, I wouldn't even care if we brought up the whole G League team. That's right. Bring up the Blue Coats. Bring up Mac McClung and Michael Foster and Julian Champagny and Jaden Springer. Let them all go against the Nets. Sixers are playing with house money tomorrow. Sixers sit at 8-8 right now. The Nets are at 8-9. They're right behind us in the standings. Let me tell you something. If the Nets were ever to find a way to lose this game against the Sixers, I will be uncontrollable for the night. Maybe even 2 nights. I will be uncontrollable. Man, that would be funny if the Sixers found a way to pull this out. What I do know, and the reason I am still glad to be going to this game, is that, one, I want to see Kevin Durant with my own eyes, because as a player, I respect the heck out of KD. He's one of the best to ever do it. And just seeing a talent like that will be very cool up close, even though I'm expecting him to go off for like 50. And the other reason is very obvious. It's our boy, Ben Simmons, a.k.a. 2-5, who I coined last year. He's finally going to do it. He's finally coming back. Now, it does suck that he's not going to go against, say, Joel Embiid in the post. I was waiting for that one possession where Embiid gets switched on to Simmons in the post and the crowd rises and everything's going nuts and the place is yelling and screaming. And Embiid just does a spin move, a drop step, and just throws down the hammer. That would have been insane. But anyway, guess we'll have to wait for that once again. However, Doc Rivers, I'm sending a message out to you. Okay, here's my job. Even as bad as this game may get, I will do my part to keep the crowd involved, okay? I'm going to try to bring the energy no matter what, even if we're getting scraped. But Doc Rivers, I need one thing from you. Please, for the love of it, send him to the line in the first quarter. Everybody will love you. And also send him in the second half, because the one positive, the one beam of light about tomorrow night is that I'm trying to walk out of that stadium with free Chick-fil-A nuggets, okay? I want my Chick-fil-A. Send them to the line, but do it in the first quarter as well so that the crowd can get into it. Let us get pumped. Let us get happy about something. All right. That's my one wish. That's my one wish. But anyway, it should be an interesting game nonetheless. And it sucks that the hype is not going to be there, but I am excited to see how it turns out. Obviously, Kyrie Irving is back as well, so that's a whole other thing. Seth Curry will make his return. And he was there last year. I don't remember. He did play against us. So he'll make his return this year, and hey, it's going to be a funny one. It definitely is. The Sixers need to get healthy, though. That's my main concern. Obviously, even without a lot of the guys last game against Minnesota, we were playing inspired basketball. We were pushing through. Guys were stepping up. Shake Milton, DeAnthony Melton, all of these guys are going to get more chances and more minutes to show what they have consistently. I honestly would not be surprised if we brought a lot of the Blue Coats guys up and let them get experience and get playing time, especially in a big game. It'd be a good thing, in my opinion. So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm disappointed, but also excited at the same time. And I can't wait to see how Sixer Nation reacts, because, we know what's coming. And so does Ben, by the way. So does Ben. Here was the video he had in his press conference last night. Listen to what he said.
Is there any chance in your mind that maybe enough time has passed that it won't be so bad? It'll be
in Philly? Come on now. I know what's coming.
Is there any chance in your mind that
Ben knows what's coming? He knows what's coming, man. And we all know what's coming, and it's going to be a fun environment nonetheless. Other than that, though, man, I mean, I hate that this whole team is injured again. Like, what did we do to deserve so many injuries at the same time? It sucks. Hopefully we can galvanize after this, and Embiid's been playing inspired ball, and we can push through and everything. But yeah, man. I mean, at the end of the day, Ben Simmons knows what he did wrong, and he's never going to apologize, because he's essentially full of himself in that way. But I feel like we'll get a little bit of that off of our plate tomorrow, and then we can finally push this behind us and not worry about it anymore. And they'll do what they have to do. The Nets have won a couple games in a row. Sixers have lost one, even though they almost made an amazing comeback after winning 3 straight without the rest of the squad, with Embiid running around on 1 foot. And the last thing I'll say today, which is very funny, obviously the Nets are going to be overpowered in this game, but it's so funny because Simmons actually has put up a couple solid games in a row. All right. Again, I'm going to sit up here every day nonetheless. That's the difference between me and some of these others, out there that comment and stuff. Like, I'm going to sit up here and give a guy praise when he's playing well. And for the last 3 games, it looks like Ben finally caught a glimpse of something and knows how to actually play a little bit after not doing literally anything for the first, 12, 13 games. But anyway, he finally got a little traction under him, and it would be so perfect for him to come in here and just, go 0 for 8 at the line or something. But yeah, man, it's so funny because all these little Ben stans, the people I haven't seen in a year and a half, 2 years, literally, in the comments on Twitter, DMing me after a couple games, like they are more fair weather than he is, which is nuts. They're finally peeping out of their little holes. They're finally showing up a little bit. Oh, did you see what Ben's doing? He's turning the corner. He's coming back. Give me a break. Give me a break. Where have you been for the last year and a half? I find it so comical, man, but that's just how the modern day internet is, I guess. But anyway, we shall see what happens. Looking forward to being in attendance, and we'll bring you the coverage as always. So appreciate everybody for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and like always, I will catch you on the next one. Peace.